There's always going to be something, Naomi, that happens in our life. There's always going to be some kind of an issue. There's always going to be some kind of a thing that takes place. And if we are not prepared for that, when that fastball comes, if we are not prepared for that, when we feel that pain shoot through our body, when we hear those words as they come into our mind, as we see those things with our own eyes, if you're not careful, it's going to knock you out. If you're not careful, it's going to be something you never get up from. I know what I'm talking about. There is going to be pain in your life. I'm sorry to tell you here tonight, it goes beyond the pinch. I wish tonight I could tell you that the hardest thing in life, young man, is that you got to learn how to catch a fastball. I'm sorry, but I cannot tell you, young lady, that everything's going to be smooth. I cannot tell you that everything's going to work out fine. I cannot tell you that everything is going to be picture perfect. I can't tell you that tonight. But what I can tell you is that there will be things that come and confront you in your life. But I want you to know that God is there for you before, He's there during, and He's going to be there afterwards. You say, how do you know? Well, can we look into the story that we just read? Can we look into Paul's life for just a minute? Understand, he was on a ship. He is telling the man here, be of good cheer, for I believe God. You can go back, thank you. 27. You can go back to chapter 27. I believe God that it shall be even as it was told me. Here it is. There's complete chaos. It wasn't just a day they were in the ship. It wasn't just a moment. No, you're talking about days. I want you to get the picture here tonight. Some of you stink and you live in a house. Imagine what you would smell like in a boat. For real. They didn't have like Gillette aftershave and deodorant back then. It wasn't like, yeah, bro, I'm going to go take a hot shower. I'm going to go take a scrubby, you know what I'm saying? Perfect shower temperature, perfect water pressure. No. Can you imagine he is on a boat with a bunch of dudes, and you don't get this, Anthony, he's locked up. He's chained. He's one of the prisoners. And he had told them before they even left, he said, I don't think it's a good idea for us to go out there. You know, they said, don't worry about it. It looks fine. You're just a prisoner. So here chaos comes, and there's a storm, and I'm breaking it down real quick. All of these things are happening, and now he's the one giving them a positive report. He said, look, don't worry. God already told me everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. So they're on a boat. Paul is there with prisoners. Understand this. You talk about bad days. Some of us complain because you forget your homework. Some of you complain because you forgot your lunch money, and food is that important to you. You forget, I'm just having a bad day. Why are you having a bad day? Well, I woke up late. Come on. Can you imagine being in a boat? You're a prisoner. You're chained up. You are chained up and there's water flying everywhere. What would go through your mind? I'm going to die, exactly. And Paul, but check this out. Look at Paul. He's just chilling on the boat. Dude over here is like throwing it up. He's just tossing it. He's just sick. Dude to the left stinks like stuff. And he's just like, I can see Paul. He's just like, hey, we're going to be all right. Pass me a goldfish. That's not in the Bible. That's the JQB, okay? So don't go looking for that in the Bible. But he's just in the middle of chaos. He's calm. God said it was going to be all right. God said everything was going to be fine. We don't even need to worry. Don't worry about it. We are going to be fine. You're talking about the man of God. He's locked up. He's a prisoner. He's got chains around him. Water's flying everywhere. And everybody around him was thinking, we are going to die. He's hearing negative everywhere. He's hearing negative everywhere, Josh. Like when you go to school and that's all you hear. Like when you go home and that's what you hear. Like you go through life and that's what you hear. I can't live for God. This isn't going to work. Look at the world. Look at the society. We should just be a statistic. We should just be another number. Look at what we're going to do. Can I stop and tell somebody, when God speaks, you need to start listening. When God says you're going to be all right, Scott, you're going to be all right. When God said He's going to make a way, then He is going to make a way. When God speaks into your life and says, look, I know exactly who you are. I know exactly where you are. Would you just trust me? I know exactly where you need to go. Would you follow me? Do not, listen to me today. Do not allow the winds. Do not allow the winds of life. The winds of doctrine that blow on every school campus. That blow in every place that you may come and work at. In every area and everywhere that you go. The going to be all right. And if there's anything I need to hold on to, it is the anchor of His Word. It is the anchor. I'm not going to blow with the winds. I'm not going to move with the storm. No, I know exactly what He said. I know exactly what He wants from my life. Listen when God speaks. Too many times, Josh, we can read the Word. Too many times we can hear the Word, Isaac, that is preached and given to us. And we don't hold on to it. That's right. And the first storm we see, the first rain that comes, the first wind that blows, we let the Word go. We let His truth go. Anybody with me here tonight? We let it go. Well, look at what happened. Look at what's going on in life. Look at what is happening. No, be reminded of who it was that told you it was going to be fine. Be reminded tonight of who it is that's there with you. Be reminded of it tonight that as you're walking through the campus, as you're walking through the hallway, as you're there in the office, I want you to know He is there with you. He's going to be the guide. He's going to be the light. He's going to be everything that He said He would be. If He said that He was going to be the help in time of trouble, then I can hold on to it, Johnny. Then I can hold on to the fact that He's going to be there when I don't have the answer. He's going to have the answer. When nobody else is there for me, He is going to be there for me. And I need to make sure that is clear tonight. That young men and young women here today, you need to learn to listen to His voice. You need to learn how to know that it is Him and not somebody else. And you don't know unless you spend time talking to Him. You don't know unless you spend time speaking with Him and allowing Him to speak into your life. You don't know what it's going to be. But I want you to focus on something as we move on. Here it was, He said that everything was going to be okay, right? God told Him that. God's okay. You can help me out there, James or Moses, making sure they either come in or leave. Thank you. God's okay. It's not our okay. God's okay. It's not our okay. His ways are higher than our ways. He understands what we don't. And here it is. He had told Paul everything was going to be fine. But yet, as they get close to the island, as they're nearing the island, the waves and the winds, let me have your attention. The waves and the wind breaks the ship. They're close to this certain island, and the waves and the conditions get worse. But God said it was going to be okay. But God said everything was going to be all right. But Pastor Jonathan, I thought you just said listen to His voice and everything's going to be fine. I did, but understand, God's okay, it's not our okay. And there are many times, listen, Jamisha, there are so many times that before we get the better, we get the worse. He was holding on to it. He was there eating his goldfish, just chilling. Hey, bro, we're going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Whoa, did you just see that the ship is falling apart? I hear you, Paul, but did you just see that? Somebody, oh my God, look what's happening. And I'm sure Paul in his mind said, look, God said it was going to be okay. God, why is this happening? And the ship starts breaking and things are flying off and things are going. But God, you said that everything was going to be okay, that no life would be lost. Somebody needs to hear me today that before it gets better, it may very well get worse. But if He said it was going to be okay, then I'm just going to keep on swimming. Did you hear me? Because the ship broke. And then here it was. He believed God. He trusted God. But the waves broke the ship down. And so now here it is. Paul, the one that said everything's going to be fine because Jesus told me. He's in the water. I need to tell somebody here tonight, keep swimming. Whoa, but the boat is broke. Things are happening. Don't you see? Don't you understand? I'm surrounded by this in my life. There is no way out of it. There is no way around it. There's nothing else for me to do. You keep swimming. You keep going. If God said it was going to be fine, then it's going to be fine. And though the ship may have wrecked, I'm not going to